This week's episode of the Deckchair and Yumz podcast is brought to you by the Conservative Party.
By what?
Now, Conor, we know one of the biggest problems with everything that's going on in the world is not the new variant of COVID or the old variant of COVID or the new old variant of COVID or the old New Year variant of COVID. It's Christmas is ruined. Obviously, we have to look after ourselves. We have to keep taking vaccines to make sure everybody's nice and safe. Mm-hmm. And the only way to guarantee you can have a completely normal, stress-free Christmas is to join the Conservative Party. You can have as many fucking parties as you want. You can have a quiz. You can have a stripper in your house and not even fucking hear it. So if you want to have a totally normal Christmas, join the Conservative Party. Just go to www.conservatives.com/yum and join today. Also, we've got a special offer on. If you use keywords suck my dick Boris Johnson, you asbestos-headed, curly-headed, iron your suit, you fucking twat, wife-beating cunt, you'll get 25% off your next fucking tax break to your billionaire mates today. You get all the free PPE you want. You can abuse kids, fucking save money, let people fucking die. Do what you... Keep going. Play the intro before I fucking bust somebody. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? You're very welcome to the Deckchair and Yumz podcast with me, Conor Keys, aka Yumz, and him, Micky, aka Deckchair. Whatever, vice versa. Two Ronnies, huh? Oh. Sorry that intro was a minute long.
That party political broadcast was brought to you by... Fuck you, Conservatives.
Absolutely fuck them. Did you see the... did you see the important fucking... what would you call it when they break into all the shows? Oh, quick, there's a briefing from Boris Johnson.
Oh, yes. Absolute emergency broadcast.
Have you ever seen anything more fucking dishevelled in your life? I swear to God. Man, he had a stain on his shoulder. And it looked a bit like Yiz. Like, it looked like... It looked a bit like...
And it is bar. I mean, it's probably dried in powder.
The
fucking cocaine.
He, honest to God, to me, looked like... Do you know the smelly child at school? Do you know the one that always turned up smelling damp tobacco? And never had their uniform ironed. Like, do you know they just thought we always scabby?
Pishy McGuire.
Like, that says me. But like,
when your nickname's Pishy.
Aye. Yeah, I Snothers McGugan. Like, and he just looked like he was sitting there waiting on tapioca. He looked like he was waiting for his ma to come pick him up after PE.
Please, sir.
He looked fucking so to fucking tell us. After the week
the 2 weeks we've had to flatten that curve.
The Omicron wave is coming. But
here's the thing.
Many deaths.
We know there's a fucking team of people behind that cunt. So somebody's allowing him to go out looking.
It's insane.
You know you're not allowed to walk onto the fucking TV screen without hair and makeup getting... Yeah. No.
And this hair and makeup.
Bojo does whatever.
Hair and makeup's like, I'll be there in 2 seconds, Boris. You just have to get this dog across the road. Doing fucking press briefings in Braille. What the fuck? The balls of that cunt to make an emergency fucking announcement last night.
Here's the thing. We wouldn't mind if he looked dishevelled as long as what he was announcing was fucking any sense. But as when you add that together with the thing, it's like, this whole is a shit show. Whenever you started that ad, I thought, oh, fuck, we're off YouTube now. This is our final strike. This is us gone. Because we're not allowed to mention anything like that.
They love the Conservative Party.
That's right. That's true.
We'll probably get bumped up.
Or off.
Bumped off. I absolutely can't believe the balls of those cunts to be saying things like that after...
It's amazing how it only took 12 months for the footage and all to come out, wasn't it?
Crazy.
Unreal. And this day and age, you know, you can understand because it takes a long time to send a file.
By the way, if you've just joined us, you should jump over to Just Rabbit and On later on this afternoon because there'll be a lot to chat about.
There's going to be a lot of stuff that we can't say on YouTube.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of fucking, if I can tell you boys, I'm done, sir. That's it now. Not at all. I'm fucking out. That's me. Nah. Keep chatting, Boris, sir. I'm fucking done, sir. You say what you want. Fucking maybe one day you'll pull your head out of your hole long enough for your breath not to smell like shite, but I'm telling you now, boy.
If there was ever a man who looked like he just pulled his head out of his hole, it's Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson looks like a cult at a funeral. He looks like the fucking suit he wore that thing last night looks like he wears it once a year whenever the family gets bad news. I swear to fuck. I bet that was egg and onion sandwich on his shoulder.
Do you remember the Alan Partridge? I bet if he turns around there's fucking Subaru on the back of the fucking...
I dare say fucking Like, he looked like the only thing he should be saying of any importance is sorry for your trouble. Oh, just while young. While young, 85, fuck. Still plenty of life in him. Anyway. Just
with the Omicron too, not because of it.
Why? Why do they have to make it Omicron? It sounds so fucking cool. I want Omicron. Omicron sounds like a toy I couldn't get when I was 12.
It sounds like a very cool indie band.
Yeah.
It's like something. Are you going to see Omicron? Right? You know?
Yeah. I can't wait to come up with the Rubicon variant.
Yeah.
What's the sentence? Very juicy.
Oh, we better not. We got to behave ourselves because in the world of censorship. We are on 3 cameras, by the way. We're multiple angles.
Don't mess it in case it doesn't work out.
Oh, fuck I. Oh, no, we're not. We may be. We're up.
I'm just giving the boys loads to edit.
We're upgrading. We're upgrading. We're trying to upgrade, and thank you to our patrons. We should shout out to our patrons because
thanks to patrons and
without
please
them, you wouldn't get to see triple whammy.
Give us more money so we can pay for these cameras instead of renting them. They're gonna take the cameras.
And then we don't know if we can ever go on YouTube as a freebie. No way. Sometimes people put up the episode maybe a couple of weeks later. I don't know if we'll be allowed to stay up.
I feel like we would be trying. It'd be interesting.
Like we don't get away with putting it up privately, so if we put it up publicly.
I wondered. I was thinking about do we at the end of 2021 just dump the year's worth of videos on YouTube in one go.
Oh fuck!
Just obviously I don't have to do any uploading, so tear away.
Well, here's the other thing. So if you are a patron and you're waiting for the videos each week, it's not James's fault. We have to say that. So YouTube are. What would you say? They're fucking they're blocking us basically in the sense that their upload speeds are fucking terrible compared to Vimeo.
Aye.
So Vimeo we would normally have it up so early, but then people complain because they couldn't cast it to their TV and blah, blah, blah. So if you're waiting a bit longer for the YouTube video, it's because of YouTube, not because of James. Because I know people will blame James because let's be honest, we all blame James.
I never blame James for anything. How do you make this wee thing work?
Oh, here we go again. And there, that's okay. So
how to do that?
Yeah, now we know. So we had a wee sort of tutorial on how Micky could do the sound effects and to see if it worked.
Where's the wee one I was looking for?
That's the wee one, next one maybe.
Oh no, it's this one here.
That's that one. Okay,
here we go. It's grand. Just to make you aware of why Connor was talking so much about Vimeo and YouTube there right at the top of the podcast is smoke weed. Because I'm stoked.
You're stoned?
Yeah, I got stoned the weekend.
You're still stoned?
A wee bit.
Oh, Jesus.
It lasted a couple of days.
I wish I was back in them days.
I should tell you what the crack was. I did a wee bit of Googling to find out if psoriasis could be inflamed by cannabis. I just wanted to know.
Can't be, mate. Can't be.
Google was like, au contraire. and I was like, blaze it up, man. So I spent a wee bit of time blazing it up at the weekend there. Turns out FIFA 22.
Right.
Very hard to play when you're stoned.
Very hard to play when you're not stoned.
I also found that out when I tried to play it again yesterday. I will say this much: Call of Duty Vanguard online. Sure, my fucking dead eye. I could feel the bullets whistling past me. PTSD. Lost my mates. My whole squad got took it.
So you had a green weekend.
A green weekend because obviously I can't drink anymore. Yes. So doctor says I'm not allowed to. Doctor says it's bad for me. So I'm just.
No, let's do a quota count here. How much Christmas chocolate?
Oh my god! It's only about a stone and a half. So basically, a mate of mine came around and I was like, "Man, do you want to go have we two us roll?"
The big change.
And I was like, man, I got us a couple of frozen pizzas there, so we'll stick a couple of frozen pizzas in. I went and got here, I don't know if you tried these, but tangy wine gums.
Yes.
Phenomenal when you're stoned, sir. Got tangy wine gums. I got some just red only Starbursts.
Nice.
All right. Box of Pringles.
Of course.
You get a box of Pringles. Picnics.
Very good. Very good.
One of your 5 a day as well, because there's raisins on it.
Raisins on the good chow. You get a good chow.
Aye. So what happened was with a bit of wee smoke and I put a pizza on, and then I realised that it was kicking in because I was staring directly, like just into the wall, eating pizza. Still too hot in my mouth. Fuck, that's lovely. Yeah, pretty much that was it. And then it got to the stage where it was like, man, I'm hungry again. I mean, it was like, me too. And I went, do you know what? It's going to take 45 minutes to cook that other frozen pizza, so I'll just order one.
Where did you get the 45 minutes from?
Because it was one of them fucking ones with the stuffed crust. Like but it's...
They're still 20 minutes.
They're not in my oven.
45
it took 45 minutes. Just to get it right, because you have to cook the dough.
Is your oven just you with a blowtorch? Like, what the fuck?
It's a bit shit. Like, it's not really an oven. I just hold it over the radiator. You want to see me making toast? But so yeah, ordered Domino's and got 2 sides and a large pizza.
Of course,
and again 2 of us just like, man, that's fucking unbelievable, man. That's fucking God. And then I found a wee Nando's Pernay's in the fridge. I'm like, dip it in that. Dip it, mate, I'm down, dip it in that.
Oh yes.
And then another friend who came around, he was having a couple of drinks. And he was like, "Guess what you smoke with that?" And I wasn't paying attention, but he was hoofing away at it like nobody's business. And I was too stoned. I was like on my sofa, like, no.
The Casper up here.
Don't do it.
Did he?
Oh my God, 100%. He was talking to Uncle Hughie all weekend. Like,
no. They don't mix, people. Yeah. They don't mix. Stop trying to mix them. Unless you're at my level, don't be mixing them.
Yeah, don't be mixing that fucking... Like, that was... Me and my friends smoked a joint each over the course of about 4 hours, and it was plenty.
1 over 4 hours?
2, no, let me think. Like, I smoked like a half one, and I was like, I'll leave that a wee minute now, just because it was a big other weird situations I had as well. When you go into a shop and you're like, I just bought a load of sweets and crisps, and then I was like, can you get a thing of skins as well? And the guy was like, what ones do you want? And I had this moment where I was going, fuck, I don't know exactly what to ask for here in terms of what size of skins I'm after. But in my head I went, surely the shit I'm buying along with it would make you go, the big ones, isn't it?
It's a king size, yeah. King size.
Aye.
King size Slims, actually.
As always, Rizzlers, please, mate. Hey, what ones do you want? And like the ones for the weed.
The ones for the pots.
Or the illegal ones. You know,
we smoke pots.
Do you know the ones you should take out of the packet like a duvet?
A duvet?
So I've had a fucking lovely weekend.
I
fucking can't wait to get home. For anybody that says it's not addictive, they can fucking suck my ass because
it's very addictive.
I'm already jonesing.
It's very addictive, but it's beautiful addiction.
Very, very, very. Yeah, made everything taste nicer.
Mary Jane becomes your best friend very, very quickly.
Very quickly.
But 1 joint over 4, I'm like going. Oh,
it was
my level. I'm trying to count my level of 4 hours.
Aye, it was the lung capacity was the issue. I was like, how do you even fucking smoke? How do you breathe enough to smoke that much weed? Was what I was thinking.
Oh,
I know you're a pro for a bit.
You were definitely smoking weed when you're thinking them thoughts.
I'll get that. I'll get there. Like
when you're drifting into going, I wonder how much breath you can actually take.
Yeah,
You've been stoned.
Yeah. And there was a point where we were playing FIFA, and I'd checked on the pizza, and I was like, Alexa, stop alarm. And then I was like playing FIFA, and then I was like, fucking pizza, like. And there was a stage where I was holding an oven glove, and I went, why have I got this? Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, the memories.
That
are all gone by now.
It is my favourite thing is whenever weed kicks in and you're going, what the fuck am I? What was I?
Yeah.
It's like when you walk into a room and you forget why you've walked in, but all the time.
You'd love to, I know I would love to sort of, almost like a tutorial for people for their first time. Because people are like, especially your friend who was drinking, number 1, stop doing that.
I don't do that.
And the worst thing is, anybody I meet and you say, they go, oh fuck, I don't like that stuff, had a bad experience and that. I always say, were you drunk?
Aye.
Well, that's why.
That's what it is, yeah.
So, but the problem is, people then, and I've just got to the point now where I will point blank refuse anybody that's had drink that doesn't normally smoke because the inhibitions are gone.
Aye.
So then they're like, oh, go on ahead, then give us a wee try. You know what I mean? But at the start, like,
and they're smoking it like a fag, like,
and they think it's and they're going, and then it's going to just go nasty.
Aye.
So you'd love people. The first rule is don't make any plans.
Yeah.
It's not a
party. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's not a party drug. It's not something to be out in a nightclub with. Like that's cocaine. This is for
I don't
PlayStations,
know.
Crisps, and pizzas.
Yeah, I have no idea how anybody is like wakes up, smokes, and then goes right. Let's go to work, or let's go about our day, or because well, I swear to fuck, I walked from my kitchen to my bathroom, which is about 10 feet, and about foot 8, I was like, I'm exhausted.
There is no greater thing than a wake and bake, but
Nah, I did that the whole week as well. It was shite. I was on the sofa like developed a Stephen Hawking accent. Alexa, add panic to my shopping list.
It's already there with anxiety.
Yeah, there's fucking nothing worse. There's nothing worse than waking up, smoking a joint, and then realizing the sleeping bag's 2 feet away. Oh no! You start thinking maybe I can teach myself to use the force.
Oh, you amateurs! You break on through to the other side, my friend.
Nah, see, I'd like to keep it amateur level. I
would like to keep amateur level.
Louis CK has a great bit of stand-up where he goes, "Don't do drugs." Never do drugs, so that when you do,
it's worth the money.
Amazing.
Well, there are any of the hardcore smokers out there would take what's known as a tolerance break. Because like anything, like alcohol or any drug at all, your tolerance gets better and greater. So some guys will be like, right, I'm going to smoke constantly for like 6 weeks, but I'm off it for 6 weeks.
Oh,
so
right,
the next
okay.
time they come back, then it's like it's starting again. Because if you constantly keep going, your tolerance just builds and builds like any addiction.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Oh, so a wee tolerance
So
break
like
is always
Lent.
good. Like Lent.
Ah.
A wee Lent every couple of weeks.
A wee Lent.
Aye.
Yeah, Lent every couple of weeks. Fuck, I don't even do it once a year. No, that's not true. I went off Catholicism when I was about 10. And I've kept that up.
When you go off your tolerance break on that, you can hit the beer. You know what I mean? It's
I
like...
can't. I'm staying off the beer. I'm just going to not do it.
Oh, at all?
Yeah.
Ooh.
See what it's...
That's why the weight's coming, because he's got a problem.
Yeah, well, man, I don't like listen to my head. You know what I mean? You need to do something to keep the voices at bay. If I didn't drink or smoke or do something, you would just...
I don't know what I would
Like when
do.
your girlfriend's like, what are you thinking about? I'm like, killing. Murder.
How I would dissolve your body in a
Yeah.
bath.
I'm wondering what your skin would look like on my body. Class. Tits would be bigger.
Not as hairy, right?
No, they definitely wouldn't. No. Class reset.
So that was your whole weekend, and then did you? What about Sunday? Then there is a weed hangover. There is such a thing as a weed hangover, and it's obviously the tiredness sort of thing comes in more than anything else, because it's a lot different than a drink hangover.
Yeah,
drink hangover, you want to die.
See, this is the thing. What I enjoy about not having drink hangovers, for example,
it's the other problem with that
gets me. It's the pooping. When I have a drink hangover, I'm shitting all day. The weed hangover, this is something else with being off the drink. Doing a lot cleaner poops. Sorry to bring the tone down very early, but I'm on like 2 wipes now, and I'm back to business.
Less toilet roll, a whole lot. Very
sort of
economical.
saving money, saving the planet, if anything.
Now constantly keep going on the Dominoes and the Pringles and stuff. A bit more toilet paper needed.
I did make a wee mistake where I hadn't actually gone and get any shopping. So last night I ended up saying to my girlfriend, we'll just get a wee takeaway just for the crack. And I went and got an Indian. Went to a different place. Shout out to Masala Hut in Moira. Lovely Indian takeaway. Nice. But I will say this now. I got the vindaloo and it was lovely, very tasty, spicy. And I will say also that we might need to wrap this up, because anytime I think about trying to hold in a fart, I shit myself.
Fantastic. Now this is the psoriasis warrior who is trying to stop flare-ups.
My asshole,
who goes to an Indian and orders a fucking vindaloo.
Spicy food doesn't stop. Or doesn't
How do you know? Why would you take the risk?
Man, I'm a fucking black belt in psoriasis right now. I fucking know everything about it.
You fucking don't? You don't know what's causing it?
I do. It's my lifestyle.
I would have went like a medium karma or something just to give it
I had to
straight in, big balls.
I love vindaloo. It's nice.
Vindaloo.
But I will say this: it's been a while since I've had one, and today my arsehole is like a kicked petty faloo. The foil's broken. Everything is. It's
definitely strawberry, but.
Oh, why there's red on it, like
there's no apricot there, boy.
I suppose it's more like a fruit corner, but mainly the corner.
The brown cornflakes.
Aye, it's
crunchy, you know.
Yeah, it's in the reduced style too. I mean, it's like you're going, that's off.
Surrounded in yellow stickers.
Aye, that's one of the things you're going, fuck, I'd throw that out. Wouldn't keep that in the house. Don't give it that wins. Jesus.
And the yogurt then too.
Yeah.
Right, so that was the weed weekend. This is something you would recommend to people? I mean, if you have your own house. Yeah, we don't recommend drug use in this place.
We do not recommend drugs use in this house at all.
Yeah. It is something different for people, and it's. I know I've had a few people say to me, "Oh, me and my wife we've talked about it for a while." You know, is it building it up to be something bigger than it is? And you're going, stop doing that for a start. It's not going to be if it's a controlled environment.
Yeah.
As in your own house that you know you're safe in, that nobody's coming here.
Yeah, I wouldn't smoke it and then go, right, come on, kids, let's get on the bus.
Well, this is what happened to me 20 years ago.
Bagsy driving.
Because I didn't understand it an awful lot, I gave my wife a smoke of it, the first and only last time she ever looked near it, 20 years ago in London, and then decided, right, let's go. We're jumping on a train to go to see a concert in Finsbury Park. The freak out of all freakouts.
Yeah.
And again, as years went on, I was like, okay, that's what happened that time.
Yeah, well,
I won't even fucking.
I've told you before, I've had experiences where, like, I remember one time doing a wake and bake with a few mates and going for a lunch in a burrito place in Belfast, Chalco's, RIP, and I was apologising to stuff and then bumping into it.
Nice.
So I go, sorry, mate, and then, like,
Matrix level?
Yeah.
See it before it, yeah.
It was very, very strange.
Even wake and bake, I mean, people will, that's just when you wake up in the morning and have a smoke, because that's a very American thing. Like 420 is American.
Yeah.
Thinking that. Did you know where 420 came from?
It's 20th of April.
That's the day, but you know where 420 came from? There was a myth going around for a long time.
Or a mister.
Or a mister, sorry.
We don't like to assume gender in this podcast.
Assume. So basically, there was the rumor or the urban myth that's been about for a long time.
Or Mister.
Was that?
Or person.
Do you know? Stop it.
We don't like to assume pronouns.
No, you're taking about the speech.
Sorry, I am. Sorry.
That you know what 187 in America is a homicide.
Yeah,
so in the police code.
187 on another cup of cup.
So 420 was alleged.
Smoked weed once now. No Snoop Dogg lyrics.
420 was the allegedly. This was the urban legend. Was that it was the code that was called for possession.
Right.
So code 420. So for years I'd seen that because I remember being in a theme park in America one time. A guy came along with a T-shirt saying it's 419, and then on the back it goes, "Have you got a minute?" Right. And I was like, "Oh, that's okay." So then I'd for years thought that's what it was. It was about that, and it turns out it's not. It's about a fucking bunch of college kids who, or maybe even high school, who got together and kept saying, "We'll meet at this statue at 420," because it was school finished, and it just sort of spread from that area, and next thing it was spread everywhere. So then it was adopted to the day, April 20th, 420. But
the history of marijuana with Connor Keys. Like, there's a documentary I'd fucking watch.
It actually came from a bunch of students. Just, yeah,
it'd be called. Who do you think you are?
No. Why do you think you are?
What do you think we are?
So yeah, 420, dispelling the urban legends.
You know what I would love? No, if the guy who was like, if the guy who was like, it's 419. Have you got a minute to talk about it? And then you were like, I do. And then he pulled his pants down and it just said about Jesus on his cock. I don't know why in my head I'm just like, imagine it was all a big trap. He's like, ta-da, got you, motherfucker. Now you have to stand here and listen to me.
Yeah, the minute is you sucking my cock for a full minute.
Yeah, he'd be all, but you know Jesus had like 12 mates, and you'd be all, man, do you know 420 made the statue? And like, everybody else in the theme park's like, woo, thank God for the roller coaster because these two boring concerts.
I'll see you at 420.
I don't know.
But yeah, for a long time I thought it was a police code, but it's not. It came from that.
How do you make a bong?
Out of what? You can make it out of anything.
Fanta bottle specifically.
Fanta bottle, yeah.
Sorry, a River Rock fizzy water bottle.
You're not really going to get a proper.
I'll go through the whole recycling bin. What do you have there?
You can make
how
a
do you
pipe.
How do you make
a
one
pipe.
of those?
You need to buy one. You need to buy a decent one.
You need to buy a bong.
Yeah. You could do the fuckets, but in the bucket, but you can't. That's too much effort and too much work.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
You can
fuck in the bucket.
You can make a.
That's my documentary.
You can make a wee pipe out of an empty tin.
I don't want to
smoke. So if you pierce
aluminum
holes into, you don't smoke the aluminum, you just smoke the aluminum. If you pierce holes and suck through, you can. Pipe. Now it's not good for green. It's only better for the hash.
For the hash.
The hashish.
How do you do that when you smoke an apple? I've seen that on the internet.
Same idea, same principle.
Poke holes in apple.
Holes and it's just create a pipe, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be the fucking DIY now. This is going to be.
So could you essentially use a plastic straw or a Pringles tube?
Pringles tube will get you maybe get away with a bit, but it's
you have a big mouth, yeah.
Quite long. You have a big mouth, which in fairness,
surprisingly small mouth. Just a lot comes out of it.
Mm.
A bit like my Petit Falou tube. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about now.
Anyway,
it's not supposed to last 3 days, is it?
There is that thing because I remember the first time I ever got stoned, and it was properly like without any drink or anything like that, and waking up next morning and feeling like you'd been out for the night before, like the feeling you get when you have a release of fucking having a drink, and then going, fuck, I'm not sick. That was a weird feeling, waking up going, I feel like I've had a night
foggy,
out,
but you're not.
But I'm not like, oh my god, I want to die.
My favourite thing, it's always my favourite thing about getting stoned as well, is when you go for that first piss and it takes ages. And then you're like, is this taking ages?
Messages aren't coming.
Yeah, is this taking ages or am I fucking out of it?
And it does expand your thinking as well, let's be honest. Not as much maybe as mushrooms or DMT, but there is an expansion of...
It expands thinking, but it does not allow me to speak.
Yes.
Like, I get very, like...
And people seem to forget that sometimes. I had a conversation with with a comedian friend of ours who has a mutual friend who gets very stoned, goes out, and everybody thinks they're an odd bastard or they're very standoffish. Right. And I'm like, no, you need to realise, and the person needs to realise, you wouldn't know, that
I wouldn't know a comedian.
You know the comedian, you don't know the mutual friend, but they're always stoned. And I was like, he needs to remember that he's always stoned.
Aye.
To remember that your face looks like you don't give a fuck about anybody, but even though you're as happy as can be about being there, your face is going, that boy doesn't like us.
Aye. Because your eyes are all...
Yeah.
I am
McCartney had that on the Beatles documentary I was talking before. Fair. He had my eyes, constant my eyes. Like he was constantly stoned the whole time.
Maybe that's why he lived so long.
And that's why he talked the most. He talked.
Do you think if he didn't smoke weed, he would talk a lot faster? Like he wouldn't be like, yeah, man.
I don't know. He was constantly, the eyes were fucking, and he was smoking, and there was times when you could tell when it wasn't a cigarette. You know what I mean? There was times but they did it so well. They obviously hid that from the trying to film it. It was a very clear thing they mentioned in the middle of it. Don't show us taking that stuff.
Excuse me, ma'am.
But there were times
step outside for the cigarettes.
And the worst thing is, there was times where McCartney would have it delivered to him. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, you bastards! Even back then, they had somebody to roll it for them.
Class.
But yeah, that was them eyes.
Can't do it.
Well, here's do you want a Deckchair and Yumz exclusive that most people find really weird about me when it comes to weed?
Oh, you can't roll joints either?
I can't roll a joint.
But he knows all about smoking 3 apples.
I don't know how. I don't have the fat fingers. I don't have the dexterity to roll a joint, and I never needed to learn because the very earliest times of smoking, somebody gave me a rolling mat. Mm-hmm. So then, when I rolled it, it came out like a fucking silk cut. I was like, this is perfect. Why would I need to learn?
Aye.
So I cannot do it.
I can't even use the mat. I'm just like, Connor, can you come into my house and make me a joint, please? Like, yeah, I live 2 hours away. Are you a friend or you're not a friend? I've got psoriasis.
45 minutes for a fucking pizza?
Just come on down, please. I'll give you a go at FIFA. I've 2 controllers now.
Pizza will be ready by the time you get here.
Aye. Do you want a pair of nails and a Nando's? There's a wee bit left. It's lovely.
Your mate's still in the corner, fucking you 4 days ago.
Listen, leave him already, alright.
I'm using them as a fucking ornament now.
Aye.
Just rest things on them. But no, yeah. So that's a weird thing for me. I don't know how to roll, but I also don't like the bong stuff. It probably would suit you, but I think it's because I smoke fags. I like the ritual of it. So I bought a bong years ago and just got rid of it because I'd never.
I remember smoking a bong like just after I graduated uni one time. And I hadn't really smoked that much, and a couple of guys were proper stoners, and they're like, "Should we show Micky the box? Have you heard of it? This is it." So basically, my mate's like, "Right," and I'm stoned. Now, it was the kind of situation where I was like, "Right, okay, I'm a wee bit stoned. This is grand," but I hadn't enough experience with weed. I was thinking at some point, colours are going to change, man. It's going to be all bow, 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 like all that shit, right?
Point that out to everybody listening who's never smoked it before. That's mushrooms.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
There's no psychedelics in weed.
I should also say I was 22 years of age at the time, so I was a grown man who could vote. Right?
No, there's plenty of paranoia, anxiety, and fear.
But no psychedelics, no colours. Are just normal.
You get that when people look at it.
Yeah, I just get that all the time. But my mate did a thing where he was like, he was like, alright, imagine the box, imagine I'm holding the box, imagine the box, I'm holding the box. And then he put his 2 hands over the side of my ears, and everybody started going and miming and stuff. No. And I could hear their flatmates upstairs like bumping about and going, right, lads, I get the joke, haha, very funny. I could see how that would work on someone of less intellect, but you're dealing with Micky fucking Bartlett. And the more they kept doing it, the more I was like, no, boy, seriously. Like it's not that it's not that I was believing them. It was just pissing me off. And then I was like, "No, you're all laughing at me. Like I don't feel safe."
That's the other thing too. They're especially when you're younger. There's constantly
jokes on them. I don't wank on their sofa. I didn't.
He did.
I didn't. But I can't wait to go home and smoke a joint and then have a wank. That's what I'm dying to do. Is that weird?
No.
Is that a weird ambition to have as a man in his mid-30s?
Oh no, I think it's quite normal.
Because I think there's quite often, and I've maybe said it in the podcast before, there's stuff that I do where I go, that might look like an absolute scumbag, like just to be thinking, I can't wait to smoke a joint and have a wank, right?
Right.
But if I was a billionaire, I'd be smoking joints and having wanks.
Well, I've said it on here before, it's only addiction when you can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's heroin.
I'm not talking about the addiction side of things. Maybe that's you. I was talking about.
But I'm saying anything. You know, you're saying about a problem. Anything, whether it's fucking coke or heroin or whatever, it's them rich cunts are fucking taking coke flat out.
Oh, flat out.
But they're not addicted.
I know. Hello, Michael Gove.
Because they don't have a problem because they can always afford it.
Aye, very good point.
It's like that fucking. So they just keep doing it. But yeah, we. I'm
just down a blast with a nut butter right after a big smoke.
Bit of nut butter.
Semen.
Spread it on me, baby.
Oh, I don't.
Is it crunchy?
I'm trying to think of what else happened. Do you know what happened to me the weekend? So me and my lovely partner, my girl, not my police officer partner, my girlfriend, went to book a holiday.
What?
Booked a holiday to go to Tenerife.
You what?
Yeah, well, we use their high street voucher, so we'll lost no money whenever they find that I don't have a vaccine.
Mickey Bartlett. Whoa.
Yes, man, I'm going to Tenerife. I need the vitamin D from my skin.
No, forget about where you're. Obviously, this woman is a serious thing. Then.
Mm-hmm. She's hot, like. Sound.
I thought there were some things that we agreed. Sorry, we'll do this off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to mean you're going on holiday first?
Well, I thought if a relationship was going to move the way it should move, we would be the first ones to go away abroad.
Listen, I've said to you time and time again, Mom will do something, but you've got that whole wife thing in the house. So
Yeah,
don't be. Listen,
you told me if I played with it, we would get away like quick.
I said play with it. I didn't say swinging about like a fucking dog shoe toy, which is what you did.
Look, you don't have.
I'm telling you right now.
Problems with my
listen,
teeth.
it's
You
the
know what I
fucking
mean?
last time I ever give you a fidget spinner because you didn't respect it.
Is that not where it's supposed to go?
I've said to you many a time, do you want to go wee lads weekend? Do you want to go on a holiday? And you be all, see what she says, fucking right. So don't get all fucking upset now that I'm trying to live my life and enjoy what I have left of my youth.
What I was doing, Mickey was using my wife as the excuse because I don't think we were ready yet. But clearly,
well, we're never going to be ready if you're not honest with me. We're never going to be ready if you're not honest with me. We're never going to be ready. We're never going to be ready if you're not. We're never going to be ready if you're not honest with me.
Aren't you
We're never going to be ready.
ready now?
We're never going to be ready. We're never going to be ready if you're not honest with me.
She slaps it. Like my
We're never gonna be ready.
titties
We're
are bigger than hers, and like, she slaps them out, and then all of a sudden,
we're never going to be ready if you're not. Don't you bring her into this?
I don't get sand.
Right, don't you bring her into this now, you slut.
God,
you fucking whore.
Bastard. I swear to God, I've never felt
run
so
about riding every bitch in the country and fucking.
Listen, I ride one bitch, right? And the thing is, even then, it's not that often, right? So, you know, it's not. Fuck it. I don't care.
I wasn't talking about the sex. I was talking about the dog racing you've been doing. And don't think I don't know about it. I always wanted to go Labrador hurdling.
Well, you've got one now, haven't you?
That doesn't even make sense.
Aye.
That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
Do you put her down in the cargo flight? Do you in a cage?
None of that makes sense. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about at all. That doesn't make sense. Cargo Hutchinson would.
That's
You're
right.
not, you're not where you're queued on mates now, you weird.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't pay for a fucking seat for her. No, I know that.
I don't even know. There's a seat in my face if she wants it.
Well, I've sat there many a time and still didn't.
You haven't. Sure, I'm still alive. So as I was saying, I went and booked a holiday. Here, I put a.
I should have seen a comment. I fucking. That's what she said.
I have a friend that's. I put a thing up on Facebook last night. I got my girlfriend to take photos of me beside my Christmas tree in Christmas pajamas last night, right?
Well, I thought we would talk about that. Yeah.
Being dead funny and cute, right? And
is that open to debate? No.
Yeah, don't tell me it wasn't oral. I mean, it's psycho. It was very funny. Obviously, it's funny, right? Obviously, anything I put on social media, you know me, being funny. So I put it up, and you know how my pet peeve is when muggles try to be funny.
Yeah.
Under something when I've already made a joke, right? So with I basically went to university with a guy, and this is very petty, right?
Okay.
Went to uni with a guy. Fucking sound this guy. A lot of time for him. Still, I haven't seen him since I left uni, but still have a lot of time with the guy. But he started university straight, right? Came out one night. And within 45 minutes, he was like, "Yas, Queen," right?
Right.
So great. That's it. Fucking, it's fantastic. He's very, very funny, right? But as the years have gone on, he's done all the things that like this sounds like a really terrible thing to say, but it's as if the guy read an article about gay dudes. I went, right, gotcha, right?
The handbook.
Yeah, became an air steward, like, right, all that sort of stuff, and but. He kind of fat shames me every so often on social media, and I've never said anything about it, right? But he's had his lips done. So I put this photo up on Facebook last night, or 3 photos of me around my Christmas tree being all cute, and it was like, what did
did he say the same thing I thought?
So he wrote vertical stripes is brave in your 3rd trimester, right? Calling me fat.
Yeah, because you were.
Or the horizontal stripes, whatever it was.
That's the joke I thought of too.
Yeah, right, very good.
Because it did look like you were pregnant because you said you're pregnant.
Yeah,
and I was like, why are you calling? Oh, okay.
It's because you've been smoking all weekend. You're like, what? Obviously, if I was
I seen the belly and was like, oh, that makes sense.
Aye.
That's aye. Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking not carrying triplets, but what I'm saying is, like, it's just you can see that you definitely have a food body.
I just finished that Vindaloo as well. So basically, this guy was like, "Oh, made a joke of me being fat and pregnant," and then I just wrote, "Oh, I see your lips are pregnant too." Get big fake lips, and I realized last night I outsassed a sassy gay man, and I've never been prouder. Walking about my house with nail varnish on.
Can we arrange that fight?
Girl.
Can we get?
Like I don't think anybody knows I have the ability to just go full what?
Oh, yeah, my wife believes you can, yeah.
I am my mother's son. Like, fucking state of your shoes anyway, you fucking tramp. Fucking state of that dress that even fit you, you fucking slut. I bucked your fella. What? And what? Fucking steady. Where'd you get your eyelashes done? Fucking Vietnam? The fuck? Just jump straight into it. And there's no comeback, like. But do you fart or are you talking? Because I smell shit. Do you talking while you're limping, you fucking...
I'm actually fucking...
Do you talking while you're walking, actually? Is it? Stamps on foot.
I'm actually worried about... I get scared of Sassy Mick.
Oh, Sassy Mick's a bitch. Like,
that is a scary fucking stance there. Look.
Do it to that camera.
Do it to your own camera, motherfucker. Don't do it to mine. That's mine. It's all mine. Yeah, so... You are...
I'll pull your weave out, you fucking...
That's sass as fucking... It's either a performing arts degree or you're secretly gay. And let's be honest, the degree means fuck all.
It's because the performing arts degree, I think that's where I formed. Like, basically, it was me, one other straight dude, and then loads of gay guys and loads of girls who were all just... So now I can just do it. Out of spite, when I was doing impressions of all the people who didn't like my uni course. I'll get over it one day. It's only been 15 years. Like,
I was going to say, you guys are nearly 40.
Well, I'm not nearly 40. I'm fucking nearly 35. I'm not nearly 40 yet. Like,
but 35, you round up. You don't.
You round up from 36.
It's a basic
37.
rule of maths.
No. You're only saying it now because you're 40 and you're trying to make yourself feel better about it. Right?
Well, you're going to be in that. All I'm saying is you're nearly 40.
I don't know what kind of fucking witchcraft or science they're going to have to invent for me to see 40. But let's face it. I'm not living my best life. I'm living the rest of my life.
I never thought about that right enough. You know, out of the two of us.
Oh, I'll die way before you.
Unhealthiest cunts in the world. Yeah. You're going to be the one that go first.
100% I'll die first.
Well, we get a wee fucking just like a cardboard cutout. Just
I'm just hoping I'll die young enough and my dick's still hard and can't get the lid close. I also hope they invent a dick enlargement surgery.
Yeah, it's a very small lid.
Shut up.
Fucking hell.
It's not. You haven't even seen it. You don't know.
That's true. No. I'm worried about it because I think it's all fake, you know. So I don't want to see
it. Don't you even worry about my dick, because I tell you why. You get nowhere near it.
You know as well as I do deep down in your fucking soul, if I wanted it, I'd get it.
I'm sorry, I don't speak spastic. What'd you say?
Oh. Can you hear this?
Yeah. Sounds like a fat cop with his finger on the table.
Did you just talk about fat shaming?
No.
30 seconds ago?
That was about a minute, 2 minutes ago.
Call me a fat cop.
Time's different to you, you fucking stoner.
It takes me longer to do things, okay?
Sure it does.
It's just because I cover
with your
more,
old hip and your...
No, I cover more surface area. So it takes me longer to iron clothes. It takes me longer to shower.
Here, I had to iron this morning. I hate ironing now.
I love ironing.
I fucking used to love it. I used to love it myself. I didn't know if I needed a new iron or what the crack is.
I find it very therapeutic.
So I love nothing more than a pile iron in a documentary.
Oh, no. I don't want a pile.
Oh, I love a pile iron.
I iron every morning.
Oh, I love a pile iron.
Oh, I iron every morning.
I love to go away and get me all your hangers.
Oh no, behave yourself. Oh. Behave yourself.
Fuck, I love it.
No, I know you're trying to...
Is there any hangers in your room? Is there hangers? You go up and check. Go up and check if there's hangers in your room. Go up and get... And me living on my own, like. Pile of ironing.
And you don't have an upstairs room?
A pile of ironing, Gordon Ramsay, on a Sunday night. Mommy.
No, I know you're just trying to deflect away from...
I'm not even carrying on.
Call me a fat cunt.
No.
But
so I couldn't think of anything sassy to say. I just went nasty there. I didn't mean that.
It's all right. It's fine. No, I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those things that it's becoming quite common now with you. That
you said I had a wee dick.
I didn't say. I just said I imagine.
Said I had a small dick,
and I imagine it's not big enough to stop a coffin from closing.
Well, no,
do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's not
but,
like it might be big, but it's not.
What
like
I was thinking was, if I die before
big.
40, it'll be of some disease that ensures there's a lot of weight loss. So skeletally, I'll be in a coffin, and then my wee fella will be all here. I can reach the top now because my belly won't be in the way.
Don't know.
And will he be all? What do you call that guy to the Jungle Book? I reached the top and now I had to stop, and now that's what's bothering me. Oh,
King Louis.
King Louis. So I call my Willie. Right now he's called Prince Harry because he's ginger and nobody likes him. Fuck off, was quick. I've still got it.
Oh, you had that stored somewhere. That came out of somewhere.
Weed wars off eventually. Telling you.
That little cunt. He's a sneaky bastard.
Oh, snake. That's what I was fucking saying. So Friday night, went and booked a holiday, right? And when did that? Me and my girlfriend then went, we'll go for a wee sit down Chinese, right? Because we're that kind of people, right? And I went for a sit down Chinese in Yoko, in the Jet Centre in
Yoko?
in Coleraine.
It's called Yoko?
It's called Yoko.
Oh.
I know, and you're watching that Beatles documentary too. Serendipity.
I was in Yoko and you were in Yoko. We're fucking deep in it.
And they do this thing where if it's someone's birthday, they bring out a wee brownie with a big sparkler. And I spent the whole night going, I fucking hate that. I fucking hate when people like, because the whole restaurant was to stop, and I'm like, this is annoying me. This is right. My girlfriend was like, I know, it's so fucking embarrassing. Little did I know she had phoned ahead and told them it was my birthday. My birthday's in March. And she went to go to the toilet, and when she came back, I was like, "Do you go to the toilet okay?" And she's like, "I grand, found it okay." And then I hear like, "Happy birthday," and I went, "That's the fourth fucking person this has happened to." And as I'm giving off about this restaurant constantly playing, my girlfriend's phone comes from up the table like that, and I felt the heat of a sparkler behind me, and I was like, "You fucking bitch."
Incoming.
And I have never been more proud of anybody in my fucking life, because she sold that, I swear to God, like a fucking KGB spy. I had no idea. If that had been me, I'd have been dropping hints all night. Is it nice to be present right now? Huh?
You're looking sparkling.
Yeah. Candle, you hold that a wee second? Huh?
Why'd you lick my brownie? No, it doesn't work. No.
I see, I'm just going to go to the bathroom here because I'm caked and shite. Huh? You get me?
Here, so maybe... Could she be undercover? It would explain why she,
all I know is all these wee fucking Chinese people came in and started saying happy birthday to me. I assume they were Chinese who were wearing masks. Might have been ninjas. I don't know.
The League of Shadows.
Yeah, it was when they started singing "He's a Jolly Good Pharaoh."
No.
And hip hip hooray.
We're going to keep that in. Because
they came out with the Spokra on a blarney and some ice cream.
Right, moving along.
That's not even true. They're from the North Coast. Like, "Here's your fucking cake, you fat bastard, finian fuck you fucking pig. Happy birthday, you fucking, what's your name, Cullen or something? I imagine, you fucking finian bastard, you fucking child abusing fucking pig. There's no Pope here anyway, boy. I'm telling you, fucking, I'm sure. God rest Joey Dunlop. Blow your candle out, you fucking dick, you. Joey Dunlop's cat. Meow.
That was the sparkler went off in his hole. But
My man's a national treasure, as was his brother. Two of us, something. Is it the whole? How many? On a serious note, how many of the Dunlops? There's one Dunlop left. No, not going to do it.
Stop it.
Not going to
Moving
do it. Not going to do it.
Here,
You
on a
think
separate
one of them
note-
would go, boys, listen, don't get on them. You think somebody would go, listen, I have to race bikes. I'm a Dunlop. We're the best bike racers in the world. I beg to differ.
Well, in fairness, if you go by the stats, yeah, maybe not.
Do you know what I mean? Surely the best ones survive.
Well, that is true. I mean, do you automatically then, you can't be the best then when you're not no
if you need
around.
stabilizers.
I tried 3 times there to bring it out. I tried to read it back out again so we could maybe not have to cut this out, and the bastard did it again. I'm keeping it in, I don't give a fuck. By the way, I didn't censor the Micky Bartlett that somebody was raging about.
Last week, I was a
Micky
bad
censored
one.
himself, like he decided. Yeah,
it was a bad one.
So. But, so, on that, no. Anyway, did you hear? We're going to move on because you mentioned
move on quickly, because I have loads more. Quickly.
In Scotland, there was.
I suppose the TT won't be as much crack if there's somebody holding the back of the Dunlop seat going, you're all right, right, keep going, you're all right, go. Safety first.
I can't even. I'm not doing it, Mike.
Okay. Maybe start racing quads or something. Don't fall off. So maybe the Tour de France, something like that.
Maybe do a triathlon.
Aye.
Just run.
Aye.
Swim and stuff.
Maybe get a job in a call centre. And take the bus.
So I seen an article today or yesterday about a thing in Scotland where there was a thing going around that if you ordered from Just Eats or Just Eat that and Uber Eats, that there was a thing where you could cancel it based on a complaint.
Right.
And so people in Scotland caught on that if you complained that the ice cream was too cold, you could get a refund.
And get the food?
Get the food and a refund. So they had to shut down. Most places aren't doing Just Eat anymore because... And one of the complaints was the ice cream was too cold.
That's amazing.
Only in Scotland would you figure out a way.
I suppose in
how
Scotland,
do I get
though,
free food?
I suppose in Scotland, like, considering the amount of iron brew and their teeth are all probably real sensitive.
Battered Mars bars.
Yeah, also they deep fry everything. I fucking know that ice cream, man. It came out in a butter. It's a fucking disgrace, pal. I fucking phoned the Just Eat the other day. I got an ice cream sundae. It wasn't even fucking buttered, man.
Got an ice cream sundae, but it was a Monday.
I got a fucking cheesecake the other day, man. There wasn't even any cheese in it. Fucking disgrace, man. We should have got independent, I'm telling you. If we'd have voted leave, man, we'd have got all the fucking butter on the wall, man. It's the fucking Tories, eh? It's the Tories stopping you getting your butter on your ice cream, man, eh? Fucking disgrace, man. Nicola Sturgeon, what you going to do about
that? I do revel sometimes watching you because it breaks my heart how good you are at accents.
Thank you.
It is a what a wanker. Can't even give him a compliment, you know what I mean?
I phoned
Can't
the
even give him
fucking...
Yeah, fucking...
I phoned McDonald's the other day, man, eh? Fucking cheeseburger turned up. I wanted the farmer. I'm McDonald.
No, I'm not even going to laugh at you anymore.
I fucking...
Supposed to be a comedian on here, wasn't it?
If you want a free McDonald's, just contact McDonald's with code word EIEIO. You'll get a fucking free McDonald's today, man, eh? Butter.
Okay.
I've told you before, my... do you know that people have that, like, the 5 celebrities you're allowed to ride? Mm-hmm. I've got a very specific... Like, if I meet a girl like this, you have to let me at least try to have sex with this person.
Okay.
And obviously, you don't just get to.
No.
You know what I mean? Your body, your choice.
You have to work on it.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going to go, right, pet, your body, your choice. You 2 choices here. You know what I mean? Either take your pants off or fucking run. You know what I mean? Don't mean like that. I was saying, if I ever meet a big-breasted Chinese woman with a Glaswegian accent...
That's it? You're out?
Yeah.
You're gone?
Because there's something about that. I don't know why. That's the Great White Buffalo. Like... You're never really going to find it, are you? Like, someone takes her shoes off walking in that building with big tits, and then she's like, all right, pal, hey, you want to fuck me, do you? Come here, you fucking... You Catholic or Protestant, big man, eh? I came all the way from Singapore. Shows your cock, eh?
Take it out.
Take your fucking cock out, man. Get yaldi.
I can.
Yeah.
You ever hear them do that all the time?
Kenichi fucking wa, eh? It's not even Chinese. That's Japanese.
I can. They say it all the time. My brother's starting to fucking say it now because he lives there.
What is it?
I can means I know.
Aye.
So them two would be talking to each other.
I
He'd say something and he'd go, I
can.
can. And I'm like, can what? And he was like, no, sorry, I know. And I was like, oh, fuck up you.
Aye. I hate it when people from Northern Ireland say I can instead of I can. That's the one. It's mainly a Lurgan thing.
Oh, is it an emotional
You know what I mean? You can't do that. I fucking can. I'm
can.
Like,
we would add a wee Y at the after the first C.
Oh, I like car and all that. Yeah, I deal with that.
Can.
It's when they completely change the fucking middle letters.
Yeah, well, we've added one in can.
Aye, but adding one's
it's
different.
Can, but we go
but
can.
I'm saying when it's can for can, I'm like, that's disgusting. That's trampy.
Hey, hold on a second.
He says he adds an L to trampy.
Trampy.
It's fucking trampy.
As you say ma. You don't say me. You say ma. You don't.
I do.
Goema. You say ma.
I wouldn't pretend to be somebody.
No.
I don't go, hello, madam, Goema. That's when I'm doing I'm accentuating.
Yeah.
Doing a character. I don't call it
conversation-
fucking Marley and ma. Or myself and Irene.
I fucking
Do you know
heard
what I
you
mean?
saying ma many a time.
Aye, but not being serious.
Yeah? Because none of us, and you're, listen to yourself and you're normal.
Why has it become fucking criticised Micky?
No, both of us. I say,
It's a wee fucking night off, and all of a sudden I'm...
fuck up, yeah, fucking. We say,
Fuck up you, fucking, actually.
we say may and you say ma. None of the two of
Potato,
us actually
potato.
say, none of the two of us actually say me, unless it's saying Marley and me or whatever, but in their flow of conversation, we don't say.
I'm so glad you fucking brought that up.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
I have sat for nights thinking about this.
Shit.
Right? I have thought
Please
for a long time.
tell me more. Let me get comfy.
Because I would like to figure out where in history did this divergence appear, Mick?
Fuck, he's actually good. You use the word like divergence. I'm like, fuck. I don't know that one now.
Not a fucking clue. Don't even know it's the right fucking way. But I always know he's never going to know.
I know what I actually don't know, man.
Anyway.
I know where words go in a sentence, but I don't know what they mean. You know what I mean? Forsooth? What? Exactly.
Your writing would be brilliant.
Yeah, man, I've told you this before when I've written stand-up out. And I got someone like Dylan Moore, because I've got an excellent standard of written English.
Yes,
But
you have.
spoken vocabulary, I know about 8 words, and 2 of them are cunt. Not great at maths either.
Well, anyway. So.
Where the fuck?
I'm sorry, I'm in one of them moods today because I'm free as a bird.
know.
So
You're
I don't give a
weekend off,
fuck.
like, I know.
I don't care. Like.
The start of this podcast, he was like, man, we need to fucking push the Patreon and stuff. And now he's like, why do you say man? I said me. Content.
That is, I would like to, there will be discussions about that now for at least 30 seconds of what the fuck were they talking about.
I don't imagine.
And it wasn't even they.
I don't imagine archaeologists 2,000 years from now will be like, well,
You never
we found
fucking
something
know.
Very interesting.
Imagine if they find a wee USB pen and there's a wee episode of this on it and they go, fucking hell.
I've often thought to
me,
myself,
man,
I've
me.
often thought this, do they have different accents in every country in the world?
Must do.
Like
I
even
would
China?
imagine, yeah, I would
I think
imagine
as they're
so.
Chinese people, you know, look at that old fucking
Oh, there we go.
London cherry accent on them there. About coming like, do they make fun of, the Chinese people make fun of Chinese cultures?
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is there Japanese people being all like, hey, sir, wild handing.
Well, America, you think America's the same? You've got
But
their
that's an
hicks,
English
you've got
speaking
your-
country. I mean, like for ones that don't speak English.
Yeah, it's all
like,
dialects. Yeah. You'll have the south of France will be a lot posher than the fucking.
Well, is there
city
Afghanis
ones.
making fun of the Taliban for being weird? Like, they're the rednecks of Afghanistan. Like, fuck my sister. Bin Laden's a fucking ballback.
You can always tell which one's a culture because of the checked headdress.
He's wearing a bootcut hijab.
He's got the browners on by it.
The suicide belt has a cowboy thing on it.
Did I say last week?
He
did I
only
say that-
blows up Corollas.
Well, don't touch that Subaru boy. Leave her alone. She's a good one. She's an evil. But yeah, I seen this is Tyrone. This is Tyrone / Fermanagh. I was on the way down to Skillon, and I seen some fucking dickhead in a souped up Subaru with letters on the back window that said, "Play hard, party hard, spend money like a retard." Right?
Fuck me.
That's on his back window, right? Now somebody somewhere along the line has fucking pulled him up about
Aye.
using the word retard, so he's took off the RE. So it's nice.
Just spend money like a retard?
Spend money like a retard.
I saw one in.
And Dick, what goes through your head to go into a shop? This is
Aye.
not like a sticker. This is done on his back window.
Yeah,
They go everywhere.
I saw one that said tapping ass and hauling grass.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And
But it doesn't say anything about a retard.
Again,
does
it was the whole back window, which I can only imagine. The only reason that's there is every time he checks for a car coming behind him, he goes. That's the only reason I can imagine doing it. Like,
Do you think he has it done the right way round on the inside?
aye,
Or does the
yeah.
mirror turn it around already?
I think
That's
it all.
right.
Well,
Does the mirror turn around, do you think?
maybe he's dyslexic and he just needs to laugh.
Today's puzzle is to work out what's in the back window.
Aye. What did I say there?
Driving this for fucking 3 months, still can't figure it out, boys.
Oh, yeah. Getting tap scrag.
Woo!
Ging lao sa.
That's fucking Japanese culture back again.
Ging lao sa. Ging lao sa. Lock me, mama, like a rag and real.
Don't,
Lock me, mama, anywhere you feel.
Stop!
Mama, lock me. Playing a big sit down. Lock me, mama, in the wind and the lane. Lock me. Confucius say. I paint the milk out there too.
well, YouTube, we give it a go anyway, so you know what I mean. That's us gone. Taken off. Cancelled. Neither of us will get into Asia. Oh, this is going to be...
Like a wee Chinese culty wedding, right? Somebody standing in it like fucking... Should we go and eating up? No, not yet. I don't like that song. Get up the fuck. Come on, get up. It's Garth. If tomorrow never comes, we should know how much I love her. Oh, fucking Stephen.
I got friends
in row praise.
Stop.
Where the whiskey clouds and the beer chases my bruise away. And I'll be okay.
I don't know if we're ever going to come back.
And the thunder blows.
And the lightning strikes. I don't know why I get a little
Fucking
Sylvester.
I hear you coming to Clock Park.
Look at that.
That was very racist. It's been lovely talking to you. Thanks very much for all the support over the last 2 years, but this is probably the end of the podcast now forever. I'm on tour in February and March. Connor's coming to beat someone. Maybe someone. Just go to shine.net, get tickets to the tour. Ulster or the Waterfront Hall tickets are selling like fucking hot cakes.
Nice.
So if you want to come to the Waterfront next year, the new show,
if you don't know what to get your loved ones or your nieces and nephews, aunts, uncles, all that crack.
Yeah. Your Glaswegian niece with the big tits.
You
happens to be Chinese.
There, she's on the guest list.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Bling her wrong. See you later.
What's up, motherfuckers?